Hello NS player and welcome to It's Super Effective's Tactical Operations. Here we're going to dissect and analyze every aspect of natural selection 2 to make sure that you make Darwin proud.
The new movement system of Build 250 has affected the way the Skulk wall jumps. We are all forced to play Skulk most of the time as aliens, and to master it will make you feel like a complete boss and will always let you fall back on your skills to continue to help your team if you lose your higher life form. So today, I'm here to turn you into a speedy and lethal Skulk as we go through the new wall jumping mechanics. I love what they've done with the new wall jumping, and as a strong Skulk player myself, I can tell the difference. But first, let's get some of you new players caught up. Some time ago, I made a wall jumping video for Skulks, which covered the basic understanding about how wall jumping works. You can click this annotation if you want to see the old one, as this video builds on top of it. Okay, so let's lay down some numbers that I've discovered through my testing. All values presented are approximate. Running on the ground will give you a base speed of 7.01. Running on the wall or the ceiling will give you a base speed of 7.23. Jumping off of a wall will add 0.9 speed per jump on your first jump. This gain will diminish the faster you go. Holding strafe, default keys A or D, will add 0.1 speed per jump, even when jumping off of the floor. Not holding a strafe key will make you lose 0.1 speed per jump when jumping off of the floor. You can switch between strafe directions in the middle of your jump without penalty, but avoid doing it too often or when you're near surface. Using a strafe key in the respective direction that you're turning will help in maintaining as much speed as possible. Holding crouch I find helps a lot, as it prevents you from accidentally sticking to a wall you're trying to jump off of, and it helps you maintain that speed climb. Using the leap ability will add 3.0 to your speed, becoming less effective the faster you are traveling. The soft maximum speed you can obtain without leaping, falling, or using celerity is 10, at which point you can't generate any more speed on your own. And as previously mentioned, the closer you are to reaching the max, the less effective wall jumping and strafe jumping becomes. Even if you leap after reaching a soft max speed of 10, you will slowly drop back down. For every level of celerity, it adds 0.5 to your base speed and 1.5 to the soft maximum, giving you a speed range of 8.5 to a toe curling potential of 14.5 at level 3 celerity. At this point, most rooms won't be big enough and less options will be available for you to maintain speeds. Speed Tier 1 will play a growling sound once you jump at a speed of 8.5 and over, which sounds like this. Speed Tier 2 will play a different growling sound once you jump at a speed of 11 and over, which sounds like this. Based on the research I have collected, we can summarize the following. Jumping off of walls is the quickest way without leaping to gain speed. Adding strafe keys in the appropriate direction will maintain speeds. For example, if you will eventually curve left, hold the A strafe key as you round the turn, or respectively, hold the D strafe key to curve right. Doing the opposite or not holding them at all will result in speed loss, so switch accordingly in mid-jump away from surfaces. Finally, celerity makes it easier to achieve speed tier 1 and makes it possible to reach speed tier 2 without leaping. Okay, so what does this all look like? While attempting wall jumps, you will want to train your eyes to look for wall surfaces that are ideal given the situation. The corners of walls, extruded wall segments, or objects that you can jump off of are the best choice. For you wall jumping beginners, I've thought up a little training course for you. I recommend you load up a private server by going to the main menu, go to play, then start server. In this dialog, select NS2 Descent as your map and hit start. Once you've loaded in, join the alien team and bring down your console with the tilde key, located above the tab key on the left of the keyboard. Type in cheats space 1 and hit enter, followed by debug speed, all one word, and hit enter. This will give you the speed meter on the bottom left of your screen to check your speed. Awesome, now for some extra options. Enter auto build and all tech. Finally enter give space spur and enter it 3 times. This will give you the option of level 3 celerity later on. Now close the console and bring up your map, C key by default. Navigate to the area called gravity control. It's a nice big circular room where you can practice wall jumping. When you get into gravity control, there should be a spinning ring texture near the top of the walls. You can run along this, but it doesn't actually move you. We will be using this as a track to guide yourself. Run up to the track and get ready. Next, you want to get comfortable with the key combinations. So begin running along the track and try to follow the spinning texture. Now, you can start pressing your jump key in a controlled manner. If you spam jump too fast, you will climb above the track. If you do it too slowly, you will lose speed and maybe even fall below. So try to stay within that ring. Once you've managed to chain jump smoothly within this ring a few times, I want you to add in the strafe key. If you're going clockwise, you should hold down strafe left. The default is A. If you're going counterclockwise, then hold down strafe right. Default is D. With this movement, it will effectively be pulling you towards the wall so you don't fall off. You will probably notice you need to start turning your mouse a bit tighter in the opposite direction to follow the track as you go around the ring. Try to build up your speed for a couple of laps. Then, if you want, you can add in your crouch key. Depending on how you set up your keybinds, this may be uncomfortable for some, as it is awkward to hold crouch, but you will notice that you will no longer be attaching to the wall. If you miss a jump, you will fall to the ground, but it helps you get a feel for how close you need to be to the wall. If you noticed already, you're probably getting speeds of around 9 to 10, and you're probably making the speed tier 1 growling sound. Congratulations. Now, toss on celerity and prepare to go to light speed. Do the necessary exercises again to get a feel for how awesome celerity is, and try to get the best top speed. With celerity, you should now be able to reach speed tier 2 of 10 to 14, and you will start hearing a new sound. Now we will try to improve our strafe jumping, which is not on walls. Run over to the silo area of this map. Here, the guide track is on the ground. This next part is very important. Since this is a looping course still, you will do the same thing as before, however, your strafe key needs to follow the direction that you're turning, which is the opposite of the last area, because we are no longer relying on walls to propel ourselves. Keep in mind that this room is a lot smaller than the last area, and you may have trouble reaching top speeds, but that's fine. You just want to practice strafe jumping on the ground as much as possible, so don't equip celerity just yet, and let's get started. Your objective is to use as few wall jumps as possible. It may take a while, but you can gain speed slowly by strafe jumping. Now run either clockwise or counterclockwise within the silo ring, and avoid touching any of the walls. Don't forget to hold W, the respective strafe key, and use jump in a controlled manner. Once you have achieved top speed, go ahead and add in celerity and see how that feels. Congratulations, you are now strafe jumping. If you're managing some impressive speeds, feel free to go off course and go to places like Depot. You may lose some speed since you're radically changing course, but it's to be expected. Look for opportunities to raise your speed with wall jumps. Once you reach max speed, try strafe jumping and ignoring some walls. If you simply want to strafe jump forward, you can use either strafe key, but try to think ahead depending on the shape of the room and where your next turn might be. Awesome! If you made it this far, it's time to use this knowledge in a more practical setting. Bring down your console and type in change map, one word, space, ns2_tram, and travel along the tram tunnel starting from platform all the way down to shipping, or vice versa. Use the extruded wall segments to get around and familiarize yourself with it. Well, you've done it, young Skulkling. Go out to the world and make me proud. But don't let your new godlike powers of wall jumping get too far into your head, because it is a movement mechanic, and unless an enemy isn't looking at you, it might just get you killed if you fly down a hallway into an oncoming enemy. Be fast, be smart, be super effective. So I hope you guys enjoyed this very fun jumping tutorial. Like, subscribe, share it with fellow rookies, and let me know in the comments below if this has been of any help to you. Next up is Fade, and you will see it in the next video. See you all in the next respawn.